Bring it on! I live for this!
Yes, Havoc just went to go pick up his food, though. Yes.
Cool, my mic wasn't working that whole time. That sucks. Okay, so yeah, my mic was not working, so now it is. Hooray. Alright, cool. So yeah, last session, you guys fought a lot of things. A lot of things. After quickly destroying the first pack of goblinoids in the center of town square and saving the children from abduction, you quickly rushed your way towards the abbey to the sound of the bell, or to sound the bell and alert the guards on the wall. As you approach the abbey, you believe the battle to have been quickly won by dropping a fireball on top of the goblinoids in the field. However, that was before the tremors of the massive footfalls descended upon your location. It was here that 3 hill giants would approach the party, named Log, Og, and Nog. Nog was the first of all, but not without attempting to take Keelanay with him. Then Og's aggression would work in his favor, launching a massive boulder not once, but twice at Miro Selbrin, ultimately ending his life, as well as Log taking a few really solid swipes at Nav and dropping him to the ground as well. However, as Z-Lane quickly climbed the bell tower and the ogres pursued, she would reach the top and immediately ring the bell, alerting the guards of something going on within the city. As the bell reverberated through the city, the tower torches began to lit, an indication that the guards heard the call. And as the last giant would fall to the ground in front of the abbey, the party was left with a couple of decisions to make. Do they head towards the fields or south towards the wall? And that is where we start tonight. So let's drag you to the map. Gonna go here. So, you do know that the group of goblinoids to the west, called the Moonbiters, were attacking the fields. It is where the one goblin was sent to go and get their attention as quickly as possible. He never returned when he went to go get them. So you assume he probably went with them and stayed where he kind of felt safe. You also know, based on the trajectory of the giants that appeared in the area you were in, that somewhere to the south is how they are getting within the city itself.
We also started to see guards take action and like wake up also, right?
Yeah, so all of the guards, you are noticing as you take a look around the outer wall, you do notice that all of the torches on the outside, they're almost like beacons to indicate that they are alerted of something that's going on, so it can kind of spread the word around the city itself. The biggest part to remember is just how big this city is. I mean, we're talking miles across, so the only real way that they could be useful to each other would be to light, torches between each of the guard towers. As you kind of look around, can make note of each of these little stands in the corner, all of them starting to light up, with the exception of the one due south, southeast of where you were at. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
So, I don't want to fight any more giants.
That's probably very advisable information. We don't really want to fight them, but it sounds like they want the food here.
But they're big.
Oh, quite big. We saw them too.
Yeah, but you're taller than me.
And they're much taller than I am. I think our first priority should be making sure that no more of these goblinoids, and unfortunately the giants as well, don't get inside.
As she's saying that, Greg will kind of pipe up and say, well, what if we had the town guard to help us with the south wall? Because, what's his name? Lob talked about the south wall being easy to get through. Do we think we can hold it by ourselves?
How are we supposed to get the guards to help?
I would definitely not have either of the goblins ask for help. It's probably a bad time to put them forward. So I think if we are going to ask them, we should probably have one of the town residents do it.
Works for me.
No offense to either of you. I just think it's bad time with the goblins attacking the town and all.
As you guys are slowly starting to approach back towards the town square here, kind of backing away from everything and kind of getting a sense for what's going on, you're starting to see the guards are beginning to scramble a bit. The bell ringing from the abbey has obviously alerted them of the presence of somebody who isn't supposed to be here. You do notice off to the east of where you are located, you do start to see kind of mixed into the fields and kind of tucked around the corner of the forest, you do start to see that pack of the Moonbiters gang to the far east. And again, the only other indication that you have is the men starting to slowly line the walls, but from where you're at, they're the size of ants, so it's like hard for you to actually get a good, a good view of how many there are and if they're going to be able to defend well.
If there's a bunch of goblins already in the walls, then the guards might get jumped from behind.
So I think we should probably help them with this issue inside the walls so they don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, take care of the ones inside. Then we'll defend the walls.
Okay. So you're going to head to your west and help to take care of the ones in the fields?
Yes.
Sounds about right.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go there. So as you slowly begin to approach, you notice as you're passing by through the fields, it takes a while to get here. We're talking almost an hour, maybe a little bit more to reach this point where you pass by the fields and you get into the opening and you start to approach the gate where the goblins, or all the goblinoids, are starting to push back, trying to get out of the gate itself, trying to use that as an escape route. You do notice that the guards are doing a pretty decent job here. They've slayed a few of the goblins already. Both of the ogres have taken a nice chunk of damage. It's looking rough for them. You kind of get this feeling that these goblins are starting to scramble a bit. They don't know what to do or where to go at this point if they can't escape through the main gate hall or the gateway out of the facility.
Perfect.
Hey, Grinkle.
Hmm?
Do the thing where you hit him with the big fireball.
About that. I've used it enough today. I don't want to spoil you. You have to work every once in a while.
I think even gods have their limits. She leans over and whispers.
Oh. Soldier completely buys it.
And then she winks. She winks over to Graham Cole.
Grinkle just smiles and nods his head really fast. Yeah, that's what it was. Well, shall we?
Yeah.
Let's.
All right. So right now, as you start to approach, you do notice that all of these goblins definitely have their attention pointed at the wall, with the exception of the one bugbear in the middle who's kind of looking side to side, looking for an escape route to kind of detour everybody.
Let's be quiet and try to get the drop on them. Make this a little quicker.
Okay.
Well, I think we could go up with Nav. I don't think they'd really think it's weird.
Unless they've been told about us by that other one that ran away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good point.
So, sneaky? Yes?
Sneaky.
Alright.
I
We're gonna
think that
attempt
might
to
be best.
sneak up closer. Try to get, within... But how far away are we?
It's accurate distance right now, so...
Alrighty, so try to get within, 60, so get up to... here-ish, maybe a little further.
Yeah, you could get your first stealth group roll for 30 feet. So every 30 feet you could re-roll for stealth.
Do you want the NPCs as well?
Just the player characters.
Yes. Solid stealth roll.
That's stealth.
Above average.
Hey.
Oh, that is not average. Good thing it's a group check.
I mean, I have an average of 1.
So yeah, as you're starting to approach, it looks pretty good. You easily get the 30 feet that you're wanting to move without being spotted. You do notice as you start to approach, the pack of goblins are again continuing to thin out in numbers as one of the goblins to the west starts to drop, taking an arrow to the chest. Go ahead and move your distance And if you are wanting to continue stealth, you will do so from there.
I mean, I can attack from here.
I'm fine here.
Nav can't, though.
Nah, but we can cover his approach with arrows.
All right.
Or whatever you want to use.
Okay, I'm ready to attack.
Okay. Everybody that is wanting to attack, hold your attack. You're going to get a surprise round. But I'll have everybody go ahead and roll initiative, though.
It's me. That's Nav.
Ooh.
Ooh, Nav got really
If I didn't want to attack, but I wanted to cast a spell, could I do that instead?
What's that?
If I didn't want to attack, could I cast a spell instead?
Yeah. Yeah, or you could move or whatever you wanted to do. Yep.
I also didn't have my token clicked, apparently, so I have a 5.
Okay.
And Goblin was a nat 20.
At least I got my nat 1 out of the way.
I got 2 of mine out of the way.
Those ogres, though, -1.
Mhm. God, all the goblins are gonna go so quick.
Wow, that -1. You're right. Holy crap.
Already rolled a 1.
That's fine. This is fine. Everything's
Well,
fine.
I guess it's not. I guess it's not too bad. The ogre has a 0.
Yeah.
But those
just-
goblins, though.
You're just gonna sleep.
Goblins are gonna murder things.
All right. Skipping the goblins, Nav gets the first attack.
All right. Well, he is kind of useless where he is, so he is gonna take off running. Just no ranged attacks at all. He's gonna move here, and he's gonna hold his action for anybody hostile to step within his range.
Does Nav want to borrow my bow?
He might need to at some point.
we need to put a crowdfunding together for Nav's bow.
I believe that's called Karsnook's gem that we didn't give him.
Yeah, it's
I
not like it's not like you guys don't have the gold for it.
I'm just about to say we can afford it. It's fine.
All right.
He's holding his action.
All right, so he's going to hold his action until one of them comes close.
Yeah, until something hostile steps in his range.
Alrighty. Lucas, you're up.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me. I'm gonna move up a little bit closer. First attack. That's within. This is gonna be towards the little goblin right here. The 13 hit.
The goblin?
Yes.
No, 13 does not hit.
Let's try again.
And just like before, the 12 also does not hit.
I guess this is payback for rolling 20s with disadvantage. That's my turn.
Okay, so quickly firing off a couple of the bolts from the or arrows from the short bow. You notice both of them kind of fly right by the goblin, not doing anything. Though you are pretty certain that he saw that. Maxine.
Okay, Maxine's going to fire magic missile at the nearest goblin.
Going to the south here.
Yeah, that guy there.
Alrighty. Alright, and as she does, you guys watch as these little darts kind of shoot through the air, fly directly in the path of this goblin, and you watch as it hits him in the back, and he falls forward flat on his face, unmoving.
He did.
He did. He, like, so did.
Hopefully they just assumed that was the guards and not us.
Except for that one
Yeah,
ogre to
yeah.
the left that may not, may or may not have just seen that. We'll see. Depends on how smart he is.
He's an ogre. He doesn't know anything.
He's not smart at all.
Is that all for Noxine?
Yeah, that's all she can do.
All right, Grankle, you're up.
All right. Well, I am not a fan of ogres, so guy to the left is gonna get a twinned firebolt at him.
All righty.
So 1 sorcery point. All right. First attack, 17.
Hits.
No surge.
No
Second one,
surge.
9.
9 does not hit.
Still no surge. All right. So the first one will hit, and I'm gonna use Fury of the Small. And deal another 5 damage to him, equal to my level.
Right.
So 13 damage.
So quickly casting this this twin spelled firebolt, you watch as it shoots forward. The first one flying just over the head of the ogre, but the second one catches him in the back of the neck. Quickly gets his attention as he kind of flinches and reaches for his neck. Does a good chunk of damage, but he is still standing.
All right. And I'll take a few steps forward right here. That's
Alrighty. All right. Z-Lang,
Right, that's me.
that's you.
I was so used to her just running up stairs.
Go up the tower.
Pretty much. Okay, she. All right. Just had to reacquaint myself with what she's got. She's gonna move up, and she's going to take a sling at the ogre. This will be with disadvantage because it's outside 30 feet.
Repeated. All right.
Don't think it would have mattered.
No, unfortunately, it is not going to hit.
That is her.
All right. Let's see. What's Karsnook gonna do?
Try to whip something, knock himself up.
Maybe. I think he may, knowing that there's something potentially bad coming up to the south, he's going to move up and use his hand crossbow and fire a bolt. Kind of scanning the group here. He's going to fire it at the bugbear in front of the ogre here to the right. And a 14 is not going to hit. He does not have... Yes, he does. He has 2 of them, so he's going to fire a second. 23 is going to hit, though. Dealing 6 piercing. Oh, look at that. And as it lands, the crossbow bolt flying and hitting the back of the head of this bugbear, and you watch as he drops to the ground and is no longer moving or with the living. Oh, hey, look at that.
Super
Thanks. He's super dead. Thanks, Havoc. Very much appreciate it, friend. And with that, that is his turn. And Selja, you're up.
Alright, Selja is going to move up. And... let's see. Just out of range.
Demand the baby be named something to fear.
Selja is going to have dashed and then just kind of follows Navin, and that's it for me.
Okay. So quickly trying to follow behind Nav is the bigger target. You want to stay behind him. And then your turn directly behind him. Keelan, you're up.
Alright, so Keelan is just going to cast Blur on herself, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Shalvis.
Yes. Seeing as how poorly hand crossbow worked last time, just gonna move up and not do anything else.
All right.
It's still too far.
All right.
Quick question: who's playing Orin?
Somebody has Orin, and they didn't roll for him.
I think Nav had Orin.
Oh, you're right. Nav
did have
Orin. Oh, that's why.
I could take him.
You want to take him? All right.
Yeah, I'll take him.
Here, I'll drop to you.
Oh, I forgot about little
I
Orin back
did
there.
too.
I know, I just noticed him. I'm like, I really hope nothing comes up from behind.
Did we say he picked up like 3 of his daggers that he threw?
Yeah, he picked up a couple of them. Yeah, go ahead and roll initiative for him. 10. Okay. Go ahead and take his turn.
All right. Just quickly reading his stuff. Okay, I got it. Orin's gonna move up, and then he's gonna move up again, and then he's done.
Okay. Shalvis, you're up. Wait, did we just finish Shalvis? He just moved up too, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And top of the turn order. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Got to admit, this is my favorite battle theme from Darkest Dungeon.
Yeah. Okay. So, as all this is going on, 3 out of the 4 goblins remaining have now turned their attention to you as all of these various bolts and arrows are now flying in their direction, getting their attention. They quickly turn back and start making their way towards you. This one's going to quickly run up and engage with Nav, so Nav's going to get his attack.
He's not hitting a favorite enemy, so he is going to just swing normally. 25.
Yeah, that hits. Mhm.
Okay, that was a little scary that you hesitated on a goblin, but all right. So
He is the super goblin.
I had to make sure that there wasn't something I was missing, but yeah, it hits.
So is he still standing after 12 slashing damage?
No.
Okay.
you hit him so hard that like he thought about hitting him a second time, and as the halberd jabs forward into the chest of this goblin, it goes all the way through, like so far that he has to actually hold on to it with one hand, take his hand, wrap it around the back side of the goblin, and pull it straight through that way. That's the only way he's getting it back.
Ooh.
Nav, don't play with your food.
Something witty in a very deep voice.
You always say that.
Anything else?
No. I mean, that's pretty much what he's
That
holding.
ends his turn. All right, here goes this one. He's not gonna make it in.
But
Probably
he's
doesn't
within
But he's
range,
within
actually.
Nav's range. Yes.
And because of full arm fighter, he is going, or master rather, he's going to swing the halberd again at him.
All right.
8.
Yeah, but an 8 does not connect, unfortunately. And with that, seeing the halberd coming towards him, he quickly sidesteps, reaching back, grabbing the short bow, and fires off a shot at Selja. It was a 19 hit.
19 does in fact hit.
It does, in fact, hit. All right. So the arrow looses and flies in your direction. Feeling you are protected a little bit by Nav, you now feel deceived. And the arrow pierces into your left arm, and you take 8 piercing damage from the impact.
Ow!
But with that, it is Nav's turn. This one is going to continue his march towards the doors, because he didn't notice.
Okay. All right. Well, Nav is going to just go ahead and step up around this goblin. And he's going to take one swipe to the right.
Okay. Oh, that's unfortunate.
What
Oh,
are you doing?
that's not good. Oh, God, it's
Oh,
really
God,
hard.
that's really not good. All right. Give
Think
me
I
a
know what that
second.
one is.
Oh,
All
no.
right.
I don't think it's the Karshnook special.
I'm going to kill
No.
Zord. Oh, God.
Be
close.
Actually, go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
It is the
and while you were doing that, I'm going to be right back.
This is the one that happened to Loricus, wasn't it?
So what happens on crits? When somebody crits an attack, crit success, we do max damage. So if it's a 1d8 plus
you're gonna
2,
go on a trip, buddy.
it would officially be an 8 plus 1d8 plus 2.
That keeps
so that
happening.
way it's an added bonus. If
It
you
always
crit.
happens to people
This
around
applies
me, so I
to
always wake them up
NPCs
by kicking
and
them.
player characters
I
as
also
well.
love how it's been deemed the Carson of
However,
It is
if
the
you
Carson
crit
of
fail
Special.
in any of our games, then you roll a d100. The result of the d100 then gives you a certain result of something that's going to
Hey
happen.
guys, what did I miss
Tell a
this
story
week? Well,
based
you
on a
tripped and
fumble
fell on your
table.
face and then you died.
So
As you just
you
saw
need to
here
roll
with
a new
Nav, he
character.
just
went ahead and
rolled
gave you a blank
100,
character
so
sheet. Have fun.
we're gonna take a look.
Roll better for your
All
HP.
right. So,
This is Nav's twin brother, Mav.
fortunately, you trip and fall, landing on your knees and taking the halberd and kind of jabbing it into the ground, keeping you completely off of, from completely falling to the ground itself, avoiding hitting your head on the massive rock that's in the center of the road. However, you are prone, and the ones beside you would have gotten an advantage on their attacks, but their turns already happened, so it's not a concern until later.
Okay.
Okay.
He could
far
make
do you
his
move?
second attack from prone, right?
You could. Yep.
Could just be a disadvantage.
It would be a disadvantage.
How far do you move?
Yeah, he didn't move
15
that.
feet. Yeah, still
far.
at 15.
Yeah, so we could get up.
If the DM allows it.
Technically, he could. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he could get up after the attack. I mean,
We're trying not to get him murdered.
I think the biggest part with that is it's supposed to feel like you actually did something bad. So if you just immediately tripped and then got right back up, it kind of defeats the purpose of you tripping to begin with.
Right.
oh no, I mean, I'm not saying like he should then be like, oh shit, and then stand up and then
Right.
attack. But he does have the movement to stand back up. But I think he did the attack action, so he has to finish that,
Mhm.
and then he can
Well,
do whatever.
That
But
Well,
it's really whatever you want. I'm just saying.
generally, whenever somebody crit fails in the order of operation, if they attack and they crit fail, it stops. It has the potential to stop anything going forward. So yes, if he wants to attack from the ground, he absolutely can, but he wouldn't be at disadvantage to do so.
Okay, well, he's not going to stand up just to keep the Nat 1 flavor alive.
Okay.
But he'll go ahead and swing a second time at the same goblin to his right.
Okay.
At disadvantage, 12.
Disadvantage 12 is not going to hit. You said to the right?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and as you swipe, kind of as Nav kind of falls down, he reaches up, grabbing onto the halberd, and tries to kind of swipe over to his right, trying to hit this goblin. The goblin watches him, kind of chuckles a bit as he stumbles forward, but is able to quickly sidestep and avoid taking any damage from this halberd.
All right, that's it.
All right, Lucas, you're up.
How healthy does this ogre look?
He looks, as you're kind of looking at them, the one to the left has a couple of, it has one arrow that's kind of jabbed into his shoulder. Looks like he's taken a little damage. The one to the right, he looks pretty rough. He looks like he's taken several arrows and they're still sticking out of him.
Cool. I'm gonna shoot for this one.
Okay.
23.
Yeah, that hits.
9 damage.
All right. Anything else?
Another arrow. 18.
Yeah. Go ahead and get damage on that.
Die already.
All right. So after the first shot, you're like, oh yeah, I've got this, and immediately line up the second one. As both of the arrows loose and head in the direction of this ogre, you watch as both of them make solid impact, and he kind of stumbles forward. He kind of like reaches forward, the bugbear directly in front of him, like he places his hand on top of his head to like keep himself like up in the air, but he is unfortunately still standing.
That's my turn.
All right. Maxine.
I'm talking without the push to talk. Naxine is going to fire off another magic missile at the one near Nav.
Okay. Yeah.
Dang, girl.
Yeah. And as it fires out directly, just nailing this guy all 3 times in the chest, you watch as the goblin kind of stumbles backwards and falls flat on his back.
And then she'll move up, and that's all for me.
All right. Grankle, you're up.
All right. Well, seeing Nav go down, I gotta protect my baby boys. So, we're gonna. How much of endurance is this gonna be? We're gonna fire off 1 firebolt at Mr. Goblin here.
All right.
It's an 11 hit.
No, unfortunately, it does not.
That's my turn.
All right. So firing off the firebolt, you watch as it kind of zips through the air. Looks like it's going to be on target, but then falls a little short, just a foot or so in front of the goblin, unable to actually connect. Zeeling.
She's going to move up, and then she's going to shoot a sling at this goblin.
Okay, go ahead and do it. Oh yeah, 22 hits.
For 4.
All right. Anything else?
She's going to use the rest of her move to step back, away from the violence.
So using the sling and firing off this stone in the direction of the goblin, you watch as it hits him and knocks him right in the head, and it kind of bounces off, and he immediately like grunts and like reaches up, like you can see blood like pouring down his face, and he like so confused, like why did I just get hit? But he is still standing, unfortunately.
What a jerk.
What a jerk. Oren.
I'm going to move up and then throw another thing at the dagger. Or I'm going to throw another thing at this goblin. For 5.
Hey. All right. So Oren throwing the dagger in the direction of the goblin. It lands true. And as it kind of pierces through his side, you watch as he kind of like reaches down, like grabs at his side, and then kind of looks around and is like, I'm not even supposed to be here today, and then falls to the ground unmoving.
See you later, Dante.
Anything else?
He will use his last 5 feet to move forward.
All right. Karsnook taking the opportunity to move a little forward. He's gonna fire off another shot, couple shots from the hand crossbow. Yes. Yep. Both of which are going towards the ogre. Both of which are gonna hit. 4 and is that? Oh. So you guys watch as Karsnook kind of rushing forward. Takes the hand crossbow, fires off the first bolt, immediately yanks it back, puts the next bolt in, fires the second one, both of which land perfectly into the back of this ogre, but it does not drop him. Does a good chunk of damage to him, but it does not drop him. And with that, it's going to end Karsnook's turn. Okay, bugbear time. Okay, neither of them see you.
Heyo.
They're going to move forward. What are they going to do when they move forward, though? They're going to reach back and grab for their javelins, and they're going to toss them up in the air at disadvantage at the 2 guards, one on each side. Huh, yeah? Nope. That one falls and doesn't even matter what happens to it. But I will do damage on that. Okay, so the guard on the left taking the first shot from the javelin, thinking he's able to kind of hide behind the wall fast enough. He's unable to do so, and as it clips his shoulder, kind of spins around and drops, kind of landing with his back up against the wall, dealing a nice little bit of damage to him. But he's still standing. Selja, you're up.
Selja is going to hold one of her hands out, and then a sword of flame is going to spark out of her hand. Okay, that didn't work quite to plan.
Invisible sword.
Invisible sword. Completely invisible. You can't see it. Don't worry about it.
Totally invisible.
What
It
the?
has advantage on attacks then. Let's go.
Huh. I don't know why this isn't... Anyway... yeah, I have a sword. I can hit people with it. Casting is a bonus action. I'll figure out why that card didn't work later. And then I'm going to go charging up here, and then I'm going to swing my invisible sword that isn't actually invisible at this ogre.
Swing the sword.
16.
Yeah, that definitely hits. It sure does.
For 5. Wow, a lot of ones today for me. A lot of ones. 5 fire damage.
All right. Anything else?
Nope. Nope. That's,
I'm sure you've got a
that's it.
sword.
Let's see. We actually... nope, I'm good.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Hitting him with the flame blade as you swipe forward, making significant contact against the back of the leg of this ogre. However, he is still standing. Keelan.
Keelan is going to dash and close the gap there. And then she will surge once she reaches. So, action surge. She's going to use the bonus action to start up her dance, and then she'll attack.
Okay.
I don't know if it's going through. Okay, sorry. Ignore the second one. It was delaying for me.
All right. First swipe connects.
So 8 piercing. And then I'll link blur to you as well since I didn't do it earlier.
Mm-hmm. And anything else?
There we go.
No, otherwise she's dead.
All right. So taking a quick swipe with the rapier after getting up and close to this ogre, you're able to make solid contact. However, he does remain standing. Shalvis.
Yeah. He's going to run up behind Nav. Would you let him use his action to help get Nav on his feet?
Yeah, you can use your action to lift him up.
That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna run up behind him. Come on, big guy, on your feet. We can't have you on the ground.
Alrighty.
He's gonna turn around and be like, "Thank you, Turkey Man."
He's just gonna let out a sigh at that.
All right. That the end of his turn?
Yes.
All right. So the one to the left absolutely knows something is going on, as does the one to the right after taking a few shots from Karsnook here. I'm still going to roll for the one on the right to see if he changes his focus here. Uh-huh. Okay, so the one on the left turning around, looking at Keelan and Selja in front of him, reaches back, grinning a bit as he lifts up the great club and brings it straight down on top of Keelan. Does a 15 hit?
It does not. She blurs aside.
All right, and as he brings the club down, it smashes into the sandy outer edges of this section of the road, and as it makes impact, sending sand everywhere, seeing he's a bit frustrated, not very happy that he missed. His buddy,
oh dear, you'll need to be faster.
quickly rushing up, doing the same thing, picking up his great club and bringing it down. However, never mind. 14 does hit.
Oh god.
To Karsnook. Yeah. Fortunately, it doesn't kill him. But you watch as Karsnook.
Oh, how rude.
Karsnook feeling a little overconfident after getting off a couple of shots at this ogre. The ogre quickly closes the gap, bringing the club down on top of him, and Karsnook's unable to roll or dodge out of the way of it and takes a big brunt of it, kind of knocks him on his back, and he's able to kind of roll over and immediately hop back to his feet again. But that was a nice little chunk of damage for him. The goblin, he's only concerned about getting out, and he immediately rushes forward, grabbing onto the door, kind of shaking it a bit as doors aren't opening. He reaches for a scimitar and just starts swiping at it. Just little by little, he's just hacking at this thing, trying to get through. Obviously doesn't break through in the process. Nav, you're up.
All right. Well, he sees two over on the left, so he's going to run over and help Karsnook and take a couple shots at this guy. And
alrighty.
He's a giant.
Mm-hmm.
So favorite enemy. 16.
Does hit.
And an 18.
All right.
So for 12 and 12 for 24 total damage.
Tell me how you just mutilated this guy after only needing 3 HP to kill him.
Oh, Jesus. But yeah, as let's see, what would Nav do? Nav getting helped back up by Shavis takes off running, raising his halberd up in the air, and as he comes forward, he actually goes low with this blow, cutting out both of the legs, just kind of hamstringing the guy. And as he falls backwards, he brings it around with the second swipe and just lops off most of his head with the shot.
Nice. And as this happens, everybody watches as the ogre collapses, the ground kind of shaking a little bit, not tremendously. And one of the two ogres is now gone. Anything else for Nav?
I don't think he can. Wait, how far did he move? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to move up here, start moving away from it.
Alrighty. Lucas, you're up.
Yes. Good. Take a few steps forward. And seeing as the ogre over here is still alive. Arrow to the face.
To the face.
26.
Yeah, that hits.
9.
Alright.
And another.
Okay.
The 12 hit.
12 hits.
Ooh. 10.
Go ahead and tell me how you just killed the second ogre.
First arrow left eye, second arrow right eye.
Alright.
Kill steal, kill steal.
Securing.
He's securing, that's all. So you watch as both of the arrows, one after the other, follow in a straight path. The ogre taking the first one to the left eye. As he reaches up and grabs for it, he turns his head just enough that the second arrow pierces through the right eye. And he immediately, kind of grabbing onto his face, falls backwards and is unmoving.
Dead.
He did.
That's my turn.
All right. Next scene.
What's the little goblin doing up by the gates? Is he trying to get through, open it up?
Yeah, he's trying to break through the gate. First, he kind of grabbed onto it and was shaking it, and when it wasn't giving, he just pulled out his sword and just started hacking away at it.
All right, Maxine is going to shoot a firebolt at it.
Okay.
Or she'll set the door on fire. That's fine too.
As you let loose this firebolt, it flies in the direction of the goblin. The goblin's kind of erratic movements cause him to easily, kind of as he rocks back and forth, grabbing onto this door. He ducks just underneath of it, and you watch as the firebolt hits the door, singeing it a bit, but does not actually impact the intended target.
She moved up, and then that's all for me.
All right. Grankle, you're up.
That's a little far. So Grankle's going to take a few steps forward. And he wants to share the love. He's going to fire firebolts off at both the bugbears.
Okay, one at each.
Yeah.
All right.
So twin spell and fire number 1. 16.
Yes.
Fire number 2, 25.
Yes.
All right.
That's it.
Two rolls. Okay. Oh.
Oof.
All right.
Oof.
All right. So left one first. 8.
Okay.
And right one 6.
All right.
Real shite rolls. Oh well.
The one on the left, as you cast off this firebolt and they split, the one on the left taking the full, just a big chunk of damage from this as he kind of stumbles forward, holding on to his footing. Doesn't look like he's done. He looks like he's ready to continue fighting here, but his attention obviously is now turned towards you. The one on the right, however, kind of takes the impact of this firebolt into the back, and it doesn't even really seem to faze him too much. So as the firebolt hits him, it kind of singes the fur on his back, but beyond that, he's still focused on these guards up ahead.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. Zeeling?
She's going to dash.
Okay.
She won't go beyond Nav, but she will go up to him. And then that's her.
Okay. And Oren?
He, on the other hand, loves this shit, and he goes barreling right on in. But he
Alright.
cannot attack, so he's
All right. Karsnook is... Oh, he's 25 feet. Can he hit? I'm sure he can. Yeah, he can. Grabbing at his hand crossbow, fires off 2 bolts in the direction of this bugbear. A 9 misses. A 13 also misses. So both of which flying over the head of the bugbear, doing absolutely nothing. And we'll see if it actually gets his attention on this. The one on the left, however, does turn and starts rushing back in this direction after taking a big blast from that firebolt. Seeing Oren beside him, reaches for his Morning Star and brings it down on top of him with a 19 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Dealing 13 piercing damage as it makes impact.
Oh boy.
Well,
Oh boy.
he just got crushed.
All right. So bringing the Morning Star down on top of Oren, you watch as Oren just crumples to the ground underneath him, taking the full brunt of the impact, unable to brace against it, and falls to the ground unmoving.
Moment of silence for Oren.
He's not completely dead yet.
Not dead yet.
Not dead
Yeah,
yet.
He was just so full of rage after his friend died. His suicidal charge.
The other one over here does not turn his attention and reaches back, grabbing a second javelin and launching it at the guards and misses. Selja, you're up.
For her fellow shorty getting hit, she's going to run up with her flame blade and take a swing at the bugbear with it.
Alrighty.
15.
Bugbear
Yes.
does not hit.
think I might be trading this spell out.
All right.
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right. So feeling a bit motivated after dropping Orin in one shot, getting kind of pumped up. As Selja moves into position and tries to swipe forward with the flame blade, you watch as this bugbear is easily able to just kind of sidestep, almost prepared for somebody to come at him. As such, taking no damage from the attack. Kilane.
Well, I was going to move and support Orin with some flanking that's not a thing, but seeing as how he died, she's going to face step onto the other side to give Selja some support.
Alrighty.
Boop. So she'll appear there and then attack.
Alright, go for it. Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, look
Go
at that
ahead,
scene with
do
that rapier.
damage. Alright. Because you did so in such spectacular fashion, tell me how you killed this bugbear.
So she's gonna blink out of existence, leaving a couple of leaves behind her, and then appear as it's busy with Selja, and then just the rapier blade's gonna just poke out through his chest, and when he slumps over, she's just gonna be like, "Oh, hi there."
All right, and the bugbear collapsing to the ground, ending Kilane's turn. Shalvis.
Ah, yes, he's gonna... Oh, the only ones left are way up there.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna run up. Or is 30? No, not that far. Still. He looks down at his quiver of crossbow bolts, realizes he's got like 2 left, and holds them, waiting to get a little closer. That's his turn.
All right. So just moving into position here. Holding. Are you waiting? Are you holding an action, or are you just waiting?
Yeah. If they come within 30 feet of him, he'll take a shot.
Okay. So realizing ammo's running a bit low here, decides it's better to wait until he has a better point of attack, holding on to his ammo. Goblin. Let's see. What does he do? Yep, he continues. He's just gonna hack away again. Yep. Hits. Yep. Okay. He just wants out of here, and he's trying everything he can to get out of here. Nav, you're up.
All right.
That cannot be a thin door either.
Oh no,
that's the town.
And
gate.
you guys remember when you came through here? Technically, and this is a map made by somebody else. There's another door on the other side of this. It's not just one door or one set of doors.
God,
There's
I
another door on
almost
the
feel
other
bad.
side.
I feel bad. I almost kind of want him to get through, just to be like, God damn it!
No, not
Go,
again.
go, my brother, go.
So yeah, Nav's gonna move forward and hold his action for anybody hostile to come towards him.
All right. Lucas.
Yes. I am going to move up.
Actually, let's see if they do anything too. Because I haven't been rolling for the guards here. I should be.
I was wondering what they were doing up there. Just kind of watching, mystified by our
Yeah,
awesomeness.
kind of watching you guys from up here. Go ahead. What are you doing?
I'm gonna shoot the bugbear,
Okay.
or shoot at the bugbear.
At the bugbear, around the bugbear. Unfortunately, it does not hit.
Through the bugbear.
Through the bugbear. That's what you want.
24 hit.
Through the bugbear. Yes.
11.
Nice. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. So knocking a couple of arrows, both of which fly. The second one, however, is perfect, and it kind of jabs him in the back of the neck. You watch as it actually enters through, and the point of the arrow comes through the front side of the neck. And like blood starts gushing out a bit, but he's still alive. Just barely.
That's all I got.
All right, next scene.
Okay, Maxine's gonna try and finish that poor little bastard off. She's gonna shoot another firebolt.
Do it.
Nope. Okay. Yeah, she's just gonna move closer.
All right. So firing off the firebolt in the direction of the bugbear. Unfortunately, the aim is a little bit off from such a far distance there. You're unable to actually connect. Grinkle?
All right. Step a few steps forward. Right there. And fire off a firebolt as well towards the bugbear.
Okay. Ouch.
Fuck.
That's twice.
Fuck.
That is twice tonight. Okay. Cool. So as you're quickly try to cast this firebolt in the direction of the bugbear, you're saying the words so quickly that you unfortunately don't remember to move your tongue back fast enough, and you bite down on top of it. You are unable to perform any spell with verbal components until the end of your next turn.
Great.
Yay.
Alright, so Rankle begins cussing and Goblin, just being very upset as he's fanning his tongue. And that's his turn.
Seldra puts her hands to her mouth like, just unable to believe what she's hearing.
Oh no!
Zeeley?
Yep, she is gonna move up, and I think she has range on that. She's going to sling at the bugbear.
All right.
Oh, I know that
unfortunately,
misses.
Yeah, not going to hit. How many stones does she have left?
I'm gonna say she has 10. She wasn't a huge combatant in the last fight.
Right. All right. So using the sling to launch the stone in the direction of the bugbear, unfortunately, it's a little kind of an overshot as she throws it forward. Kind of goes up and over the head of the bugbear, hitting the back wall. Oren.
Right, death save for him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, it's that guy who was dying.
Okay.
That's unfortunate. Okay. Karsnook going to move up. Just going to continue doing what he's doing right now. Firing off the hand crossbow first at the bugbear, then at the goblin. The one at the bugbear is going to definitely hit. And as the crossbow fires off, you watch as it pierces through the side of the skull of this bugbear, and he drops to the ground. However, the second shot, lining it up at the goblin at the door, he fires off the bolt, and as it flies forward, the goblin is actually leaning back. And as he leans back, it goes right in front of him and pierces into the door just directly in front of him. Obviously,
At this point, he deserves to go free. He's dodged like every shot.
Yeah, he's still just there, and nobody's hit him. Seldra, you're up.
Seldra will just kind of poke Orin and heal him.
All right.
And he's back to full, ironically enough.
One way or the other. All right. So reaching over, giving a little healing energy to Orin, and he immediately starts to come to, seeing his life flash before his eyes after that bugbear just decimated him. Kilane?
I'll move and then I'm.
Okay.
Alright, Q&A's gonna close the gap on him and finish this herself.
All right.
Ah, dodge that.
It hits. Just barely. All
She's
right.
she's gonna nail him to the wall. Just
All
be
right.
done with it.
Just jabbing the rapier through the back of this goblin, and she feels as the tip of the rapier's blade starts to pierce into the wood. Kilane, as you look forward and look at this door, you notice a couple of chops that this goblin had made with its scimitar was doing nothing to this door. I mean, it looks just as if it was brand new. The sword just kind of bouncing off of it as making impact. As things settle down for a moment, you notice that the guards, kind of stirring a bit, start to point over to the south. The one shouting down to the rest of the party, saying, "The south wall, it's been breached." And he looks, and off in a distance he can see from where he stands, the wall being 60 foot up. He can see all the way back, and he can see where part of the wall has just kind of been broken down, as if they almost kind of pushed the between what he sees as two giants that have kind of pushed their way through the top edge of this door and top edge of the wall and kind of forced their way into the city proper. And he immediately shouts, trying to get your attention, giving you guys direction as to where he had seen it.
Well, is everybody okay?
Yep. So we gotta go fight those giants, huh?
Yup.
I think that's the unfortunate truth of the matter.
Okay.
Well, don't worry, just stay behind Nav. It'll be okay.
I mean, we could just let them destroy the town.
What? No. Absolutely not.
Okay,
As
then we have to go fight them.
All right. As you guys are standing here, let me look for something.
Where did I put that dragon token?
What's that? You wanted some hard mode here? Oh, okay. Hold on.
No, we didn't even want it the last time.
Why not? It was fine. They killed an NPC,
fine.
not anyone important.
As you are standing over here... Nope, nothing. That's unfortunate. What about this one? I'm looking for something very specific. Hey, maybe this will help. Hey, look at that. You do see amongst this group of guards and such, one kind of peeks his head out from the tower itself, dressed a little bit differently than the others, wearing more kind of priestly robes. Kind of looks down on the party, kind of grinning and thanking you for your assistance, and immediately just begins to cast healing word on everybody, making sure they're at full health.
Thanks.
What'd they just do? I'm confused.
They healed us.
Grinkle kind of starts patting his body. Oh, I'm not hurt. Never mind.
Well, then they didn't heal you.
I definitely appreciate the effort, but I was good as well.
All right.
I'm not ungrateful, though.
I think Karsnook enjoyed it the most.
Yeah, he definitely did after taking a big bunch of damage in that fight. He's like, yep.
What's
I
new,
will
though,
take
right?
that. Right? Okay. Are you ready? Are you
Hesitantly.
ready?
Let's do it. Let's go kill
are
some
you ready?
giants.
We're gonna move quickly, but quietly.
Okay, so let me just do this first. 1 second, please.
Please hold.
Please hold. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer.
DM, quick question.
Yeep.
Does this trip take more than 10 minutes?
Oh yeah, it's gonna take you.
All right.
I mean, so you got to remember, and a mile is almost an hour or so, and you're at least 2 miles away from the southern portion of the wall where they had pointed to.
Just checking because of Flame Blade only lasts for 10 minutes. So
Yeah,
just wanted to make sure
it's
that I was correct.
it's gonna be gone.
That's fine. It's not really doing much for me anyway.
All right.
But if we're traveling for almost 2 hours,
Convince me.
I think that was their attempt.
yeah, it was. I mean, I'm good. I still have resources. I have plenty of resources.
Oh, I didn't move them to the right there. These guys were the ones you just fought. Let me move them to GM layer because they're gone. Fix the map here. Okay, are you ready?
Sure.
Oh no, the game just crashed on my streambot. 1 sec. Rip streambot. Okay. Based on what you were hearing from this guard, there's a lot of things down here. A lot of things, and they're starting to swarm in, albeit a bit slow. They're making their way towards that south wall, and this is how he describes it.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Anybody got a plan? Because mine is running.
I don't see anything. What?
No, you got to scroll.
Oh,
See this?
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
As
Well, I'll take the stuff on this side over here. You guys can handle the rest, okay?
Oh, you want the three?
You want the giant? You
Yeah,
got
yeah,
them.
I got this. I got a good feeling about my rolls today.
you you hear the guard start to describe what he is seeing, and he suddenly stops in the middle of everything he is talking about and says, "Is that a goblin flying through? Yep, oh dear." And then he stops for a second and he's watching, and then he says, "They're throwing goblins in the air over there."
Wait, they're throwing them over the wall?
Why on earth would they do that?
That's kind of funny. Are they throwing them or are they kicking them?
He's
You kick gnomes, not goblins.
the way he's describing it, they're being launched into the air.
That's weird.
Like
over the
dangerously
wall
so?
or just
Like
launched
dangerously so, launching them into the air.
So wait, they're
I
Like
didn't realize
like
your people
you-
were so aerodynamic.
You get the sense that these goblins are almost cannon fodder. Like they're the cannonballs to these
they're
giants as
literally
attacking.
like literally in
Oh
this.
my
Like
gosh.
quite literally using them to bombard the towers and the wall and the guards within the wall.
Might actually have a chance with these guys if they're that dumb to not pick up rocks.
They don't need. You don't need to be smart to smash someone's head in.
Saying that Greg will turn to you. I don't want to be thrown anywhere.
I don't want to be thrown anywhere either.
Sounds like the last place I want to be right now.
I don't. I'm not going. No.
No, I don't know. No. Mm-mm.
See,
Alright.
if we just get up on the wall, I think we'll be fine.
Tell you what, You go ahead. I'll watch from behind.
Still just hiding behind Grinkle at this point. Like, that's how afraid she is.
How would you guys like to proceed towards this massive pack to the southeast?
Screw it. We don't need to do this. It ain't worth dying over.
But I mean
what?
I mean, I think the token good teammate should probably say something.
That sure as hell ain't me.
Carsnook stops and looks up to the guard and says, "Is there gold in this?"
Q&A smacks him in the back of the head. I haven't been here that long, but I feel like that was appropriate.
Well, we don't typically hit him about it. We just laugh at him.
Well,
the other NPCs, however, this being their home, are not too keen on the idea of giants invading and taking over where they live.
Yes, I'm sorry to say I have to side with Maxine and the others. It's my duty to protect this place, and these giants are going to cause a lot of problems that will echo throughout the region if we don't do something about it now. We could definitely run, but the ramifications of it will still come to bite us later.
With that,
Just as long as
over to Nav and be like, if they start charging, we're running.
Okay, so what's the plan of attack here?
Selja's going to ask the townsfolk that are with us, do you guys have anything like a catapult or something that could, like, hit the big things?
As you say that, they start to think, and Shalvis starts to speak up and says, well, they did, but it's been broken for a few months now.
Well, that's...
What part of it's broken? Where is it on the way?
He kind of points up towards the north. There's a little kind of village outcropping from the main part of the city. Pointing in that direction, says it's over. What's the guy's name? I can't remember his name.
The tavern guy?
No, thinking. Hold on, gotta find it. 9. 1 second. Looking. So much to scroll through. There it is. He points up towards the captain of to the north, where the captain of the guard was. That's where he usually stays, up at the top of one of the towers there towards the Golden Gulp Brewery. He points over in that direction, mentioning it's in a barn there, but it's not in good condition. I can't guarantee that it can be repaired.
Well, what's broken about it? Does it not work? Can we not move it?
Well, it's missing a wheel in the front, and the shaft that is used to propel things is kind of snapped in half. It was an unfortunate accident, really.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I don't think that's a viable option.
DM, how creative would you let me be with nature magic in repairing this?
Not enough that unless you have mending, and mending would take probably a good couple hours to fix. And you wouldn't have that kind of time, considering it's going to be probably a 2-hour run from where you are to the south wall. As it is, you're looking at an additional 3 to get up to the north side there, and then an additional probably 4 or 5 getting down to that south wall with the catapult. You wouldn't have nearly enough time to be able to do so.
Okay, yeah, that's not going to work.
Because by the time you get there, you're going to be dragging this thing with you because you don't have anything to mount it to. Nothing big enough to mount it to, anyways.
Only we didn't kill a giant.
Maxine whistles and she's like, hey, y'all weren't doing anything that was gonna help get any information, so I did what was needed. She does that sassy head back and forth.
Did I just get Z-snapped?
You did. You did. You just got Z-snapped by Maxine, so...
Yeah, that was pretty much my idea, but I don't think I can fix it.
Well, maybe we could go back and get the body and, like, you goblin folk can climb inside and pretend to be the goblin, and then we can tell the other goblins that it's not worth getting any food in here.
I don't think
that's how that
works. I don't think that's how any of this works.
I don't think they're smart enough to know the difference, though.
Listen, that's a solid plan B. But until then, how about we just
at least it's a
there.
solid plan B.
Let's just head down there to the south wall and see how it is. Maybe they're having trouble getting over the wall, and that's why they're throwing goblins through the air.
Yeah, maybe we can rain death from above.
Maybe. We won't know until we go down there. So let's go down there first, and then if it's overrun, then kind of looks over at the NPCs and then leans back over to the group. We may have to run.
So is it normal for them to throw your people at walls? Like, they do know that goblins don't break walls, right?
That Grinkle just shrugs. I don't know. I don't break walls. Well, sometimes I do, but different ways.
Oh, what if Grankle presents himself as their god and tells them to leave?
We can try that. That's a strong possibility for Plan C. Okay? All right.
Yeah, I guess we're just heading down unless someone's like, oh yeah, by the way, we totally have that other siege weapon that's like in the other town. I don't think anybody's gonna say that. So
No.
I think our best bet is just praying.
I agree.
Boy, sure could use a necklace of fireballs right about now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so how do you approach this southern wall here?
So it looks like we can walk on the wall, right?
You can. It's 15 feet wide, so if you wanted, you could walk along the wall and make your way over there.
I mean, we might be able to like gather up guards as we go, being like, oh yeah, we all need to go to that part of the wall, like immediately.
We need as many people as you can bear.
And we can see better from that elevation too, so we can try to see if
Also
everybody's
that.
coming in.
And maybe
Well,
Nav can borrow someone's longbow as we go, and so that he can shoot on top of the wall.
Okay, so you're gonna travel along the wall.
That is really far.
That is really far. It is. What is the marching order getting over there?
Can you ping, like, we're able to see where they're coming in through the wall though, right?
Yeah. Well, you can see like the top part of the wall where it's kind of worn down and broken down, where the giants are starting to force their way through. It's let's see, I'm on the wrong map. Hold on. Trying to ping something else here. They're pushing through this area here, like in the center of it. As you kind of look down in that direction, you do notice that a couple of the hill giants are kind of moving and like pushing their way over as you guys are, because I'm assuming you're gonna go try to go the fast way and almost like beeline it and then use like the stairs down here to climb up and kind of approach. Was that the plan?
Yeah, we probably should, because otherwise it's going to take way too much time.
Yeah. So as you guys start to make your way over there, and I'll go ahead and move your tokens from up here. As you get over close to here, you start to see that the goblins are starting to, or not the goblins, the giants are starting to force their way over the top of this this wall. You notice they're kind of like grabbing onto it, and as they're holding onto the side of the wall, it starts crumpling underneath their hands, and it's allowing them to kind of break the wall down a little bit more at a time. But you watch as two of them kind of stumble their way over and do make their way inside. However, you're able to stay somewhat close to the wall, taking the stairs up, and you can kind of approach from that southern edge of the wall and approach from up there if you wanted. Thing you have to remember is it's a 60-foot tall wall. It's 40 feet from the ground where you stand to the wall, but it's 60 on the outside edge of it.
Okay. You said they're coming up over the wall?
They're climbing over the wall.
They are Attack on Titaning it. We have to, fight them on the rampart.
What I would give for a grease spell right now.
Right.
Hey, whoa, hold on. I actually have one of those.
Yo, well then, let's get up on the wall.
Let's go. I have that. I can do that.
Okay. So it's going to take you a little while longer here to get over to the wall. Let me do this 1 second. Just got to get everything in position here, because it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff.
Also, I don't just have grease. I also have thunder waves. So.
Splat.
I have fire. That's about it.
Okay, so this is what we'll do. You take the stairway at the south that leads you up in towards where the guards' little tower is. At first, they're a little freaked out because obviously goblins in the party and they're being attacked. But after a second, they watch as the goblins are with others, so they let you through and let you run by the wall here. You notice that from where you stand at that southern edge of the wall and you peer northeast, you can see where that part of the wall is just started to be caved in entirely. It's almost from on the left-hand side as you're looking over. It's almost to ground level from where you are. That 20-foot difference. I'm sorry, I had that backwards. It's 20 foot from the ground that you're standing on to the top of the wall, and then it's 60 feet from the ground that they are on to the top of the wall. So it's starting to get ground level where they've kind of broken that wall down a bit. And as you start to approach, I'll go ahead and move you here. I'll let you kind of see the madness here. Off to your north, several guards are already engaged with the giants that have already breached inside the wall. There's one left to the southeast here who is starting to also do the same thing, trying to grab onto the wall and make his way over, kind of forcing himself, like grabbing onto one of the ogres and like trying to step on top of him so that he can get a high enough elevation to reach. Not realizing that if he just moved to the center, he would probably have an easier time. As you guys are approaching, you're noticing these goblins that are flying through the air. They look like lawn darts to you as you're approaching this area. They are being shot almost like 100 feet into the air, and it's arcing and going up and over, and it's going well back beyond all of this. Like, they're falling and hitting the ground way behind even the guards. As you get closer and you kind of peer over the southern wall here, looking over at the ogres, you notice they have these really strange looking backpacks on. the weird looking contraptions kind of rest on the ogre's backs and shoulders, and are very cumbersome looking. They look like a small trebuchet mounted to the back of an ogre, and they're literally reaching back, grabbing onto the heads of these goblins, some of which are wearing helmets with spikes on them, and they're grabbing their heads, lifting them up, stuffing them into these catapults, and then grabbing onto the lever with their left hand, and they pull the lever down, and as it happens, you watch with a scream as these goblins, they go flying through the air, just crash into the ground, dead the moment they hit the ground.
Well, they're
Man.
taking care of the goblins for us.
Selch and Grinkle need to talk to HR.
And
Wouldn't
before
this
we,
be perfectly normal for you guys?
I mean, you would think this is like just another Saturday night.
Oh,
No.
that's what they're... Oh, I get it now.
Makes sense. Not a good plan.
But before we get started with this, we're going to take our 5-minute break because this is going to take a while.
Oh
Yay.
my god.
Yeah.
I can only imagine how long it's gonna take.
I love
Yeah,
these
settle in, we're in
ogres
for the
so
long haul.
much.
All right, I'll be right back.
Oh,
All right,
It'll
I
be
will be
fun.
back, guys.
gonna be
Thank you
blessed.
for tuning in. When we get back, I'll do a quick recap of the news
I will
since
also
we
be
missed that at the beginning, and then once we're done with that, we will get right into the combat. So stick around. We'll be right back, and we will get into some fun and exciting ogre combat here with flying goblins. Best storyline ever.
I'm back.
Hi is back.
I never left.
Oh,
I'm always here.
Havoc, did you see how hot it got today?
Mm-hmm. I'm not looking forward to the next 2 days where it gets even hotter. 108 degrees before heat index. Let's go.
Let's go. Did you see Houston was at 97 with a heat index of 107?
Oh, must be not nice. I take those like 6 degrees that they're getting.
I'm just glad we don't have their humidity.
I don't know. At this point, after Florida, I kind of want the humidity back. They cooled it
Oh
off just a little bit.
no! It was so disgusting.
Oh, I loved it. I was happy in Florida.
Now, do you see why they're my favorite NPCs ever?
Mm-hmm. Fucking goblin monsters.
Is hilarious.
God, there's 2 giants in the town already. There's one outside. It's bad.
Bad time.
This is bad news, boys.
By the way, thank everybody for being here tonight. Very much appreciate having all of you around to hang out with us for this very interesting.
Also, having
session
met
of
Havoc
combat.
in person, can confirm he's always in character for this game.
Mm-hmm.
Just constantly setting things on fire and stuff.
Constantly short.
Constantly short and fucking crazy.
Oh, well, there you go.
All right, we got a minute. I'm gonna grab water. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so let's jump over here to our news page. Let's cover what we talked about, or what I talked about during the intro, but my stupid self had the microphone muted.
All right, I'm back.
We have Fates Game Night coming up
He's
tomorrow
delivering the
at
news.
10:30.
Neat.
He's going to continue his playthrough of Rise of the Tomb Raider, so we hope you'll tune in for that. Should be a lot
So
of
we
fun.
all do know that we're probably going to run from this
8:30
fight,
a.m.
right?
on Friday.
What?
We
We'll
will
be
do our
fine.
D&D replay,
We got
catching
this.
up with
I
all
mean,
the
we
latest
can
sessions
maybe
of
kill a
everything.
my feeling is if we kill,
Unfortunately, this week it was just
giants,
this game, but
or
I
at
am
least a
going
couple
to
of them.
add
if we kill the ones
both
inside,
of
that
the
might
Civil
make
War
the
games
others
in there, because
I
that
don't know.
was
It took
their,
a lot for us to kill 3 giants
last
before,
session
and that was
before
when we had all of our
the
stuff.
Chapter 2 finale, which
I
is
mean,
on
There's
Saturday.
no slots.
So I want to get everybody up to speed on that
I
as
don't.
well.
I don't do any
Prior-
less damage.
Saturday is officially the
Priority
big
should be
day for
keeping
us with the
the
Civil War
ones
crossover.
outside of the wall,
As both
outside
the
as much as
Empire
we
and the
can.
Alliance are going to meet
Um,
face to face for the
I
very
really wish
first
next
time,
scene had Fireball and
since
not
both of their
Lightning,
campaigns
because
have
this is
started
not
up.
helpful right now.
So we hope you'll tune in for that. It's going to be pretty fun. And also with that, because of Gen
It's
Con
just,
coming up in a couple of weeks,
yeah,
our Civil War campaign will have
I need to
a
hit stuff in a line,
one session
but
break.
wow, when is that going to happen?
So we will not be returning until the
greatest thing in the world.
18th for
Still pretty good.
Alliance and the 22nd
I mean, you could get
for
the giant
Empire.
and like an
So
ogre in
kinda
line.
stick with that. Make sure.
Yeah, honestly,
to
I
tune
just
in.
get
Should
get the
be,
giant, like, just shoot a
a
giant
bit
at
of
that
fun.
point.
Probably.
Oh, sorry.
It sucks that
I
you're not
know
going to
their
catch more than the
mics are
one,
pretty
but
loud right
we got
now.
it down.
Turn
This
that
time.
down. Hopefully that's better. And then let's see. Sunday we have Fell Entropy, which is on session 2. So tune in for that. That is our Tomb of Annihilation playthrough. And then Tyranny of Dragons returns on Monday as well. So with that, I'm going to jump in. We'll go back to the game. I'm going to adjust my mic to full.
There's no way they can survive
Going
the fall.
to
Nat 20.
turn them down a
dex
bit. There we
check.
go. That's better. All right,
Yeah,
I
I mean,
am
they-
back.
And you're unconscious.
They might have gliders, you don't know.
They definitely don't.
They 100% do not have gliders, and they are impacting the ground at such force that like their head is like going between their shoulder blades when they hit. Like it's not pretty.
Yeah, they're-
Why is this even a thing? What are they?
They're using them as like rocks with a
Yeah.
trebuchet. They're originally they were trying to launch them at the wall. And if you peek over the southern edge of the wall, you'll see there are like piles of dead goblins, where this plan obviously did not work.
Wait, it's a good thing you two abandoned your tribe when you did.
But you do notice that some of them are making impact and they're hitting things. Like they are starting to actually play into the fight out in the field with the two giants, because the giants are gathering the attention and they're just hurling these guys in the direction of where the giants are. So it's
hey, someone in chat is saying they can't hear you over the players.
Yeah, I adjusted. I had to adjust you guys down and turn my mic up.
Does that mean we need to talk louder now?
If you do, I'll turn you down again.
Absolutely.
All right. So you have made it to the wall. You look over the right side, seeing the ogres, the 60-foot drop from the top of the wall to the ground where they're standing, grabbing onto the goblins and kind of loading them into their little launchers here. You see the hill giant to the far east end of the wall. The opening is more like right here, where it's kind of dipped down a bit. And would allow a little easier passage. This one's wanting to try on his own and trying to climb the wall over here. The other two giants that are within the wall are already engaged in combat with the guards. The guards have done a little bit of damage and have fortunately been able to avoid the falling boulders from them. But their attention is obviously focused on them and not on you guys as you approach along the top edge of the wall.
Yay.
So, how would you like to proceed?
Far away, please, but that is not an option. So
Not an option there.
So focus inside or outside the wall first?
I feel if we can kill... all right, so if we kill the giants on the inside, there's still this one on the outside that could still get through the wall. But if we take that giant out, that limits their ability to get in.
At the same time, I'm looking up to the north and I see allies that may die.
I know. There's no right answer here, unfortunately. I'm just saying what I'm seeing.
We can also have our forces kind of focusing on two different things, because I'm just pure damage. I'm not going to be able to keep the ogre the giant from coming in.
Yeah, you need to be killing giants.
Yeah.
Find a giant, you just kill it.
Yeah, so I'm going to go for the nearest one.
Well, one of y'all said you had grease, right? That could possibly stop this big guy.
Kilene has grease, so I can close that gap and definitely have that under him or on the wall so he doesn't try and get up.
So how about me, you, and Nav go over there and start assaulting that dude, stop him from getting across, and everybody else focuses the two guys in the back.
I think Maxine should go with the one on the front of the wall too.
Yeah, she can lightning bolt and firebolt stuff. Hopefully, land some hits, but have somebody start whittling down goblins too.
I'll stick to support because I don't got much. I can't hit anything on the ground because firebolt's only, or not firebolt. Produce flame's only 30 feet, so I can't hit them. I can hit the giants probably because they're really tall, but that's pretty much it.
Nav will just be cutting off giant fingers.
I was about to say, as they climb up, that's all he's doing. He's like, as soon as I can reach one of them,
reach over, poke him in the eye.
So if we can grease that off and hopefully stop him, the range casters can turn around and the melee guys can stand there and try to fend everything that's trying to climb over.
Yep.
Okay.
That's the idea.
All right.
As good as it'll get.
So, with that, have everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
Let's do this.
Well, that's
Where am
glorious.
I? There I am.
Get the bad rolls out now, guys. Get them out now.
Get him down now. But he's super slow.
Holy crap, he's tanky. HP tanky.
Wow, went from a 1 to a 2. All right.
Woo!
1 second while I open a million character sheets here.
Only a million?
Yep.
Yeah, it's better than I thought you'd be opening, so that's good for us.
2,
A million billion.
3, 4.
Oh. God, I wish I saved a 3rd level slot. I
Same.
cannot be alone in that feeling, though.
Yup.
I've got 2 3rd level slots. Come at
Okay.
me.
Yeah, you're a warlock, though.
I also need to roll for Carsnook here. 1 second.
Just make him turn into a werebear and just throw him at the ogres.
We'll get him, buddy.
They got money.
Okay. Yeah, Carsnook initiative. There we go. All right, cool. Let's see how this is going to go.
How many initiatives do you have to roll?
Mm-hmm.
Just out of curiosity.
I did all
3,
of the
4.
giants separate, and
Yeah.
I rolled the ogres together. I rolled the guards together and the scouts together. I didn't roll goblins because
You don't roll in
we know
for
what's about to
ammunition.
happen with the
You
goblins.
don't roll for ammunition.
You are damn right.
That-
You do not roll
I
for
think that
ammunition.
should be the quote of the night so far.
Okay. All right. So with that, scouts are going to do scout things and fire off 2 shots with the longbow. Oh, and they're set to whisper. I'm gonna fix that. Never whisper. Auto roll. Okay, cool. 19 and 18 are both going to hit. So 13. Okay. Next one. He's going to do the same. Fire at the same one. 6 and 21. 21 hits. Last one. He's going to also fire. He's going to the south. Both of which are going to hit. All right. Scouts are done. Z-Ling, you're up.
Oh boy. Okay. I suppose. Where was she? Right there. She'll step there and then she'll sling down at this ogre just because. Hey, why not? And then she will continue moving.
Okay. Which ogre?
The one right there.
Okay. 16 hits.
All right. She'll do that, and then she'll just finish her move. And then that is her.
All right. So launching the rock in the direction of this ogre, it hits him perfectly. Kind of flinches a little bit. Doesn't really do much though. And that playlist didn't continue, did it? Okay, fine. Going to have to do this again. It doesn't like to play playlists, I'm learning.
What did it?
That music bot. And it's not taking playlist. Cool. All right, well, I'm going to go back to this instead.
Music bot, why?
Music bot, why you do this? Yeah, that's fine. That'll be fine. Karsnook looking around. He's going to... 25 feet. How far is that guy from him? The edge of his range. Yeah, probably. He's gonna just take a couple of shots with his hand crossbow at the ogre directly to his south. Which one? I think the first one misses. 1 second. Roll 20 is super slow right now for me. There it goes.
I wonder
no,
why.
both of them
Yeah,
hit.
it can't be the 50 million
Nope,
icons
not at all.
on the
Nope.
thing.
Both hit. So boom and boom. Okay. All right. And that ends his turn. Selji, you're up.
Selja is going to double move because
So many things.
she can't shoot anybody down low unless the ogre is 30 feet tall. Which I don't think he is. So,
Nope.
I'm just gonna truck along, and I am done.
Okay. Next scene.
Naxine is going to cast Fly on herself and then shoot forward.
All right. The guards are gonna do some things with their spears, trying to stay at range. They're all just taking their spears and launching them in the direction of these hill giants. 1, 2, 3, and they're on Whisper as well. Come on. Here we go. 19, 13, and 17. All 3 hit. Okay. And then 3 on this side as well. You're going to do the same thing. If only that gnat was on the other side. Unfortunately, only the one to the north is going to hit. So as they all throw their spears, Hill Giant avoids it. Oh, there's one to the south of him too. Oh, look at that. He better throw his spear too. It hits. Cool.
Yay!
Yay.
Death of 1,000 cuts.
Pretty much. All of the spears making impact, are 2 of the spears out of that group making impact. All of them hitting the one to the east, though. And with that, man, these hill giants rolled pretty similar, didn't they?
Yeah,
a little bit.
Oh, God.
Oh, this is going to get ugly quick. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Moving his way over.
See you later, buddy.
Grabs the great club, bringing it down on top of him.
See ya.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Flattening him under the club as it makes solid impact. Nothing stopping him from being crushed. I can't mark him as dead. I have to move him because I can't move the map anymore.
That's fine. He probably got flung by impact anyway.
Hey, we get 5 turns till they squish all of them. That's 5 turns to do as much
There you
damage
go.
as possible.
Do as much as possible, please. This one, reaching over to his northeast, grabs one of the rocks off of the ground here, or boulders, picking it up, launching it in the direction of the scout in the back corner back there. I don't think that hits. The scout ducks and kind of dives back behind the rock here, is able to avoid from taking any damage from it. This one, however, is going to use all of his movement. How much movement does he have? He has movement. That's a thing. Oh, okay. He's going to not only use all of his movement, but he is going to use his primary action to kind of force himself up this wall. At 40 feet of movement, he's able to climb himself onto the wall, at which he turns and looks in your direction.
Change of plans.
Yep,
Change
a
of plans.
lot of
Of
plan
plans.
changes.
And with that, Shalvis, you're up.
Run away.
Don't do it. Don't run.
You just go run forwards. Not really being able to do a whole lot of much else because you know for a fact he can't hit that dude with the hand crossbow from here.
All
He also
right.
doesn't want to end up like Miros, though. So
Yeah, that's solid reasoning. The ogre's on the outside. This is gonna be fun. Okay, hold on.
don't play
There.
Battleship with them.
Character sheet.
And
Here we go.
J7.
Actually, I want to make sure that these are all. Yeah, it was set to whisper, so I don't want to do that. He takes the reaching back, grabbing the one directly behind him here by the head, and lifting him up, putting him into the bucket of his little trebuchet that's mounted to his back. He launches the goblin up into the air, making a high arc as it goes up, coming back down, landing right in the center here between you guys. Actually, I'll do it myself. Aiming at Nav with this, not really aiming, but unfortunately is the path or the trajectory that it's going. Goblin flying in the air. Does a 17 hit him?
It does.
Okay, so the party watches as one of these goblins with this really strange looking spiked helmet on its head launches straight up in the air, shouting and screaming as he's launched. And he makes this big high arc. And then as it comes down, Nav's unable to actually move because it's coming so fast that he can't get out of the way of it. And he gets hit by the spike as it hits him, or as it's falling to the ground, taking 11 piercing damage as the spike kind of impacts into his foot.
Oh, jeez.
The one here, and that means this guy is dead and is here. I'm going to put him here. This guy grabbing onto the one at his right. He reaches over, grabbing on to this guy, picking him up. This guy does not have a helmet on as he loads him into the back, tossing him up in the air. Let's 1d3. Also throwing him in the same direction. Lucas, this time it is coming in your direction. One sec.
Yes.
17 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
All right, so the second goblin flying in the air, kind of being just launched up and over, and as it makes impact with you, kind of knocking you back a little bit. But the impact is so hard on this goblin that when he falls to the ground, he actually falls and like his neck breaks as he hits this walk over here, and is no longer with the living because of it. Let's see how many. I got 3 more, and there's a bunch of stuff over here.
Christ.
Oh yeah. Okay.
This is gonna be
1, 2,
And
3,
bad.
4, 5, 6, 7.
We're gonna
8,
die
9.
from goblins landing on us.
Okay. Okay. He reaches over, grabbing another one of the guys without a helmet on, launching him up and over the wall, aiming at the one to the far left over here. Yeah, it hits. knocking into the guard, doing a nice little bit of damage, but it's not enough to actually kill him. But it knocks him to the ground from the impact as the goblin smashes into him from really far away. Next one, same thing. Okay. Okay. Same thing. He grabs one of these guys without a helmet here, throwing him up and over. 14 to hit. Does not hit, so the guard to the far east over here is able to quickly sidestep and get out of the way as he sees the goblin flying in his direction. Okay, he grabs one of the spiked ones and picks him up, launching him, or putting him into the loader here. He is going to aim for the scout in the middle over here. 10 is going to miss as the scout watches the goblin come in his direction and is unable to actually connect on it. So I need to clear off some goblins. 1 second.
The most unorthodox D&D battle I've ever been in my life.
He's super dead. It's fun though.
Oh yeah,
I
this
love
is amazing.
This is
like,
awesome.
This is super creative and it absolutely makes sense in like context of like, of course they'd use them as ammo. Why not?
My only problem is how are they so accurate with them?
That's yeah. Why are the goblins going along with this?
Okay.
Do you really want to risk pissing the ogre off? Saying no?
I mean, and then have to deal with the giants. I have a feeling it's the giants that are causing this.
I'm sure they think their odds are better by getting launched.
Nab, you're up.
Okay. God, I'm gonna kill Zorn. Alright. 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh, and he would move over because he's out of ammo now. Out of ammo.
Alright, Nav's gonna dash, and that's his turn.
Okay.
Trying to move forward and protect us, as Nav does.
Grankle's up.
Grankle, on the other hand. Shit, I can't read that. It's so far away.
I think that said 130.
I'll read it for you.
Yeah, 130.
Yep, you're at 130.
Alright, so we're gonna take a few steps forward. Right up to here-ish, I think. Should be plenty. Yeah, alright. And this guy needs to die, so we're gonna twin both shots at him with Firebolt.
Alright.
23. No surge. 13.
Both hit.
No surge.
Yes.
Alright.
Oh
Okay. No
that second
surge.
surge.
I was waiting for the magic surge to be like, everybody that you're around suddenly gets
You are
pushed
suddenly
15
dead.
feet.
24 fire damage.
Good
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, and as you cast this this fire
Thank
bolt that
goodness.
splits as it starts flying towards it, it lands perfectly. One hitting him kind of in the head, the other one hitting him in the stomach. Does a nice little bit of damage, but he just appears angry now.
As Grankle gets done firing off these two bolts, he kind of starts looking around, very frantic looking. Y'all may want to get away from me. And that'll be his turn.
Okay. Kilane.
One sec, checking something. If I use my action to dash, do I still get a bonus action to use?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's like my brain just messed up my action economy.
And unless you're trying to do like a straight attack, and yeah, you would have to. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So she's gonna start up her dance, and then she'll dash.
Okay. Alrighty.
That's gonna be all for me.
Okay. Where are you moving to? Up here?
You still had the ruler.
Yeah, you
selected.
had the ruler out.
Yeah. I was just checking. I was just checking first. She's got 80 feet to go. So.
Gotcha. All right, Orin.
All right, that's me. This guy is so not making it through this fight.
It's not looking good for the little guy.
He made it through the last giant fight.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna make it through this one. He's gonna double move and then he's done. Although he's not gonna stand. No, he's done. It's like, whoa, he's gonna throw a rock at you. That's awesome. I could dodge that.
Lucas, you're up.
He's got that bloodlust. He needs some dead giants. Just you watch. He's going to be the one who gets the kill on that giant with his little knife.
Gonna move up to here. And how far am I? 105. Well within the max range. Good.
There's so much stuff.
I'm gonna cast Branding Smite as a bonus action.
Okay.
And then with my main action, I'm gonna take 2 shot.
All right.
A 27 hit.
The giant? Yes.
6.
Okay.
And that can cast there. Plus another 14.
Awesome. Okay.
And then second arrow. 11 hit.
It does not.
Okay. So 20 damage.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. So the first shot lands true, piercing into kind of like his upper chest here. As it pierces in, you watch as he quickly reaches and grabs for what he thinks is an arrow that's lodged in, but obviously it kind of dissolves as his hand touches it, doing a nice bit of damage, especially with the branding smite kind of searing into his skin a bit. Does a good chunk of damage, but he still looks good. Things you don't want to hear a DM say.
I was really hoping that you were gonna be like, and then he died.
He did. Longbow. Oh, that's unfortunate. And 2 more. Okay. 1. I can't remember. Let me see. Yep. Okay. 3. 5 out of the 6 shots hit, doing a nice bit of damage here. 2 sets of the attacks on the one to the left, 1 on the one to the right. 1 second. Actually, Zealing, go ahead with your turn.
Okie dokie.
Oh, hold on before you do that.
Okay.
Because I think... Oh, I did something wrong there.
I should have done more damage to these guys. Hold on.
As the... Nope, I'm right. Okay, I'm good. Go ahead. You're good.
Okay.
Checking my math.
That's all good. Oh, good. I can't. That's always good to know. Just checking my map for the giant reinforcements that are coming in. Don't mind.
No
me.
math. With the
okay.
TH.
Gotcha. She's gonna sling down at the guy again.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that hits. The one in the middle here?
Yeah, the one that she was hit
Yep.
before. So
Okay.
whichever was the damaged one, I suppose.
Okay.
I think she's fine. She's gonna be on ogre duty. I don't think she wants to go near that giant.
All right. Yeah, so launching one of the rocks, hitting him in the head, giving him a little bit of a headache, but he is still standing. Karsanuk, on the other hand, is going to use his action to get up here next to Nav. And as he does, let's do that bear thing that he does. He's going to, what is his, wait, is his transformation a bonus? Hold on. I think it is.
I believe it is.
Nope, it is an action. Cool. So then his Crimson Right, maybe? I think it's Crimson Right, yeah. Yep, okay. So he takes his weapon, his whip that he has, imbuing with this this blood magic that he has within himself, and kind of as he brings it out, like pulling it across his skin, and you watch as the blood starts to stream from the palm of his hands as he brings the whip out and prepares to use it. But because he used his action to move, that is his turn. Selja, you're up. Can you tell it's a character I haven't played yet?
I'm going to move.
Because it's really difficult to figure
I think that's
this
30
out.
feet.
Yeah.
And then I am going to... That's too far. God damn. I'll just move again, I guess. Just get ready.
So the area from where you are to almost right where he is at starts to be rough terrain. It's where that part of the wall, like you guys are on the edge of where that wall was like starting to dip down. I'll go ahead and mark it on the map for you so you guys know.
That would be most helpful.
But this section in here it kind of dips down a little bit, and kind of basically it's a drop from the top of the wall almost 20 feet to the center and then back as well. So yes, you can still enter there, but it will be rough terrain going forward.
Gotcha. No, I'm gonna take the dodge action, and then I'm gonna be done.
All right. Next scene. Just waiting.
Well,
Waiting.
our lightning plan kind of failed. Do you guys still want her to try and zap a few people? Because she can fly and lightning us. Probably hit all three of those ogres.
Sounds
Or the
good to me.
two. Or the
Some
two.
damage.
Yeah.
Try to take out some goblins, get rid of their ammo.
Alright, yeah, give me 1 second. I'm going to map this out real quick.
Hi, chat. How's everybody doing? Hope you're enjoying the game tonight. Waiting on... Oh, that's Noxine. That's NPC. So
Trying to maximize the amount of hits here.
it'll be... Oh, wow. That list of NPCs. What's the distance on it? Or... Yeah.
It can shoot 120.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to see what I can get the most bang for the buck. I think it's going to be like right here, probably.
And you can just cast it to a point and then out. Is that what that is?
No, it's out from her, so I need to also account for her positioning. But she's flying, so she's got 60 feet of movement to work with.
But you also have to remember the elevation on the wall is 60 feet. So
yeah, so I've got to do all the head math for angles.
You'd have to go over the wall and drop down to be able to get the right angle to hit the orcs and the goblins.
You know what would have made this real easy? If they didn't give her lightning and just gave her fireball like any sensible wizard would have. I don't think I'm gonna get anything then, because putting her down on the ground so that she can hit stuff is more than her normal movement, and that is incredibly stupid and incredibly dangerous.
Yep.
So she's not going to do that, and instead she's just going to fire a 3rd level magic missile at the giant on the ramparts.
All right.
Wow, seriously? That's what you're going to throw out? Wasting...
All right.
She's gonna fly up 30 feet so that she doesn't attract any rocks towards the rest of the group.
All right. So launching these 5 little magical darts in the direction of the hill giant, who takes the entire attack. Kind of flinches a little bit. One of them kind of piercing him into the neck as he kind of swats at it, seeing it come towards him. But takes the full brunt of the damage, and he's looking a little rough. Not super dead, but close. Guards. Lots of guards here. And they're terrified. Very, very terrified. Yeah, they're gonna grab onto their spears and start attacking. 3 on that one, 3 on the other one. Here we go. Make sure, yep, that's good. These guys, I think, may be out of range. They're gonna have to move. That one's out of range. Okay. So they're gonna start moving in a little bit to close in on this guy. This one's going to move in a little bit to get a little closer for his attack. Same with this guy. Okay. This one too. So yeah, spear attacks. Here we go.
See some crits, boys. See some crits.
I need one more.
Come on, crit.
One more. Come on. Hey,
Yeah!
First 3 are first 3 are at the one to the left. The second and third one hit. So do 9 piercing damage. The first and last hit on this one, dealing, what was that, 13?
That.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep, that's 13. Okay. It's their turn.
Smashy time.
Smashy time. Bloop. And
Oh,
bonk.
God.
Off to a great start.
That's one. There, he's gone. He only gets 1 attack, right? Nope. Okay. And he used part of his movement there, so he's going to use the rest of it here. And oh, is that going to hit? No, that's going to miss.
Yay!
All right, so he lives for now.
Yeah, for this moment in time.
10 feet this way, taking his great club down. 14 to hit is going to miss. And then another 25 feet of movement here, bringing his great club down again. Ouch, that's going to hurt. Yeah, he's splattered on the ground like his other friends. The one on the wall is going to walk over to the side of the wall, pick up one of the large chunks of the stone wall here, and he's going to hurl it at the second pack. Noxine is going to have a rock hurled at her.
Oh boy.
A 22
Oh
to
boy.
hit.
Oh jeez, I don't think she can even shield out of that.
Yeah.
Hold on. Nope, she's just
Gotta
fucked,
take it.
because if she shields, she would get to 18.
All right. So the rock comes hurling in her direction, unable to move out of the way as it impacts for 23 bludgeoning damage.
Come on, guys.
Hey, guys.
Wizards
Hey
have
guys,
a ton of
hey
health.
guys, guess how much health she has?
23.
27.
Oh,
Yay.
She's still standing. Yay!
He's still standing.
it's not as impressive.
Well, she's still flying technically.
Is that a concentration thing, or is that just a feature?
Oh, it absolutely is.
Oh, cool. Huh.
Oh, so
Yeah. Go ahead. Con roll.
I don't
and
think I need to roll that, do I?
well, it's half. It's half
the damage.
It's,
Yep.
it's a DC
So
11.
yeah, it's a DC 11.
there we
Hey, she saves. All right. So
All right, she's not dead.
yeah, she takes the impact, kind of falters a little bit, almost falling out of the sky entirely, but is able to stay up just barely and not collapse to the ground. How high up was she?
She flew 60 up.
Okay. So yeah, because she would have taken bludgeoning damage had she fell.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
that would have killed her.
Yeah, probably. Shalvis.
Just summon the turkeys, dude.
Just summon the turkeys.
If it's anything like Cuckoos from Zelda, then please.
Please
He's
do
gonna
this.
run up right beside Nav, and that's it, because you had to take the dash action for that.
All right. So here's what I'm gonna do, because I want it to be a game of chance.
Oh, crap. Don't like the sound of that.
How many are there of you guys? What? 10? Is it 10? 10, right?
Yep,
60
there's
party.
10 of us.
Okay. Let's do 1d12. The first two miss. So 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Aimed at Nav. Mm-hmm. And he picks up one of the little guys without the helmet and launches him at Nav. 20 to hit.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so that's that. And another goblin flies over the wall, landing, hitting Nav, collapsing to the ground, and breaking his neck upon the stone wall. Second one grabbing on, let's see what we're gonna do. Same thing, D12, see if misses. Hey, that's Selja. Cool.
That's me.
Yep. Now let's do this.
You're so lucky.
Hey.
I'm dodging, so he rolls with disadvantage.
Okay. Without the helmet, a 14 to hit.
A 14 misses.
All right. So
Yay!
next goblin flying just past you. You watch as it hits the ground directly behind you. And then as it does, it just starts rolling down this kind of dugout center portion of the wall. This goblin, he's going to... Same thing. Yes, because you guys are close enough to him. He's going to fire up there. 4. That is Grancool.
Oh, boy.
Yay. Oh, and he grabs one of the spiky guys. This is going to be fun.
Oh, no. Not the face!
17 to hit.
Some goblin on goblin violence.
Oh, God.
So it goes flying in the air, hitting Grancool. Yes. Yeah. Dealing 14 piercing damage as the spike from the helmet digs into his arm. As he's trying to dodge out of the way, it kind of slices his arm open a little bit as the spike like impales into the stone, immediately stopping the goblin and like just blunt force trauma. It like snaps his head into his collarbone, and he is super dead. The other 2 are going to fire off way back in the back. Let's see, how many do they have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of them. So we're going to do... Cool, 5. So that's 3. So that's the guard in the middle here. He gets a regular guy. And he's going to miss. So it's going to go flying.
Just rams into the wall.
Yeah,
jams the device. Jams the device.
It does not jam the device, but it does fall a little short, unable to actually make contact.
Not even a roll for jamming.
No, not this time. Give me a second. I need to fix the music here. Again. Because I didn't put it on repeat.
And they both explode. I like that idea.
That goblin's dynamite. Literally.
Okay. Just go back to this for now. Because I was already in there. One more.
Oh, wrong song.
Okay. Oh, he gets a spike guy too. It's the first guard to the one to the furthest left here. Spike, a 13 to hit. Does a 13 hit? On the that's a scout. Yeah, that hits. The scout unable to avoid this one after avoiding the first one that came in its direction. The spike kind of piercing through. Kind of hitting into the leg of this scout, making him a little less mobile than he was before. Almost taking him down, but he is still standing. And with that, we're back to Nav. Man, there's so much to do in this fight. Holy crap. Nav.
What now? Sorry.
Nav. It's Nav.
Nav turn.
Nav.
Nav
I don't
turn.
know what the Nav's gonna do. He's like, I can't move forward.
I can't do this.
Because Nav needs ranged attacks really badly.
Take Culinay's bow.
Like, that's about
There's
all there
so
is to
many
do,
things.
honestly. Otherwise, he's moving like 10 feet.
Or, I mean, you can climb down it. But, I mean, what I would do is consider for him.
He doesn't take detriment from rough terrain, does he?
Oh,
I don't think he does.
right. He
No.
doesn't. He's got that thing.
Yep.
He's a thing. He's a
Yeah,
ranger
he can
thing.
do that. Yep.
Actually, all of us don't suffer.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. As a ranger, that's true. Charge!
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's gonna hold action.
Okay.
I don't think he's coming to us.
Hey, we can at least shoot
We
that
can
way.
dream. And with that, Grand Cool, you're up.
Okay, Great Cool is much more in his element back here. Picking out spikes and goblin skull off of him. He's gonna fire Oh God, there's so many people right next to me. I can't do this. Oh.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Shit. DM.
Oh no.
Can I cast Tides of Chaos and roll on the Magic Surge table so I can get advantage on this next attack?
You run away from me first?
You absolutely can.
All right. Here we go.
You're gonna kill us all.
Just remember, y'all chanted do it.
All right.
I did not. That was
One sec.
That was DM chanting. That.
Everybody else that's not near me was chanting. What's an 85 do?
Kills us all.
One sec. I gotta find that
Potted
list
plant.
here.
Potted plant.
Drop me
Potted plant.
a Holy Avenger into my hands. Do it.
I don't see. Oh, it's the search table, right?
Yeah.
No. What number?
85.
85.
Okay. Let's see. Give me. I don't. You gave me the revised one, or have we been using that one? The modified
used it
one.
last session.
I thought I
Used
did. Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
85. Go ahead and give me a D10 roll. Okay. Okay. You gain proficiency in one skill of your choice that you don't already have proficiency in for 1 hour.
Okay.
Cool.
Persuasion! Persuasion!
Alright. Oh,
Talk
yeah.
up the goblins!
All right.
Listen
All right.
to
Rise
me.
of the
I am your
goblins.
God.
Alright, well, I'll just check that for right now. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, gain advantage. Fire off another firebolt at Big Ugly.
Okay.
One single firebolt. 'cause I
One
am
single
out.
firebolt.
I don't.
One more.
Well, wait, no.
One more. In case
Come on,
you
at
crit.
20. Damn it.
Oh, damn it. 18 does hit though.
Ooh, max
Ooh.
damage though.
Uh,
Damage.
So yeah, you cast this firebolt feeling really confident, and as it surges past Lucas and kind of flies up and over everybody, it makes solid impact into the chest of this hill giant, who kind of stumbles back, like caught off guard, not seeing you behind everybody else, and does a big bunch of damage to him, but he is still standing.
Yeah. And Grakel just cackles. Ah, your god is here! Bow before me!
I can't, I have to watch out for rocks!
Not you!
And
Okay.
with that, Keelan, you're up.
So the difficult terrain doesn't affect us, right?
That's correct, because we forgot all about Nav's ability. If Nav was here, he would have told you that, so blame Nav.
He definitely would.
Okay.
Sweet.
I blame Nav for a lot of things right now. Really?
Yeah, that seems the most logical choice.
Oh, he has advantage on initiative rolls too.
Mm-hmm. It's automatic.
Oh, is it? Okay, good.
Yeah.
He rolled really low.
All right, so she's gonna move up into range. I know Nav is holding an action, but I'm gonna try and draw his attention to. Oh God, why am I doing this? and she's gonna move up her 40 feet and then cast Blur again.
Okay. All right.
Just there's that.
Let's. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Okay. Cool. Anything else?
Nope, that's it. I await this pain.
You await your death. All right. Orin.
Orin is gonna help Z throw stuff at that ogre, because I'm gonna kill one of them! He's gonna throw his dagger at the one that Z had been hitting
Okay.
for 5. I'm rolling
Yeah.
better on their attacks than I am on mine.
All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
He has
How
3
many
daggers left.
I was gonna say,
by
yeah.
the way.
How many you got left? You probably doesn't have many.
Well,
Lucas.
I assume he's been picking them up when we vacate the battles.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. But yeah. Okay. Lucas.
Ah, yes.
Ah, yes.
I am going to move away from this psychotic guy behind me.
It's safer for you.
I know evil. And that cackle,
Was evil.
It's not evil.
I recognized it.
It's chaotic.
Yeah, I keep saying that. Yeah, I'm good. Just shoot a couple more arrows at him.
Okay.
How far is it? Ah, dang it.
At disadvantage.
I think it's 60 or 8. It's 80.
Is it
So
80?
Standard.
A short bow is 80? Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Long bow is 120.
Yep. 75. Cool.
Yeah.
The 13 hit.
It does?
Good. And a 19.
Does.
21. There we go.
Okay. Anything else?
You needed
That's it.
22.
That's it.
Close. He needed a little more damage. Not by much,
That was
but
one. That was
uh,
one off max damage for my turn.
so as
Feels
the
good.
as you knock and loose these arrows, both of which hit, you trying to like hamstring him and like drop the arrows into his legs, both of which hit, doing significant damage. He looks really rough, like really, really bad. Probably not gonna make it. And yeah, it's bad for him. He's having a bad day. It is the scouts' turn though, and they're going to try to help you guys as much as they can, feeling a little terrified by these hill giants right now. So yeah, let's do that. Let's make them kill things, or try to. First two, all 4 hit. You guys watch over to the north of where you are at right now. The hill giant there is not looking good, and as these scouts are firing off these arrows in this direction, all of them are landing true. And you watch as the hill giant falls onto his back, and as he does, like the entire ground quakes. He falls with such force as he falls back. You look back to the south, and the goblins and the ogres kind of look up, recognizing this to be one of their fallen comrades with the giants, and start to look a little worried. They're looking a little worried now.
Go.
Z-Lang,
Go
you're up though.
away.
Go away.
As they're looking stupidly, she's going to hit that one ogre. Did I close her sheet? I must have closed her sheet. She's going to sling at that one ogre again.
Okay.
Or I didn't close her sheet. Where the hell is her sheet?
Space
there it
bar.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
I got
space bar and double click.
I got it. Okay. Boom.
Yep. All of them are hitting.
I guarantee you I'm going to run in with Selja to attack this giant. I'm not going to get anything like what these two are rolling.
All right. Anything else?
She's going to step away from Orin because these things like to target groups.
All right. Let's see what is his range on this. He didn't put it. I think I put a 10. Okay. He's going to because he does these kind of things. And then yep. pretty much. That's it. Selja, you're up.
Gotta try to kill that thing. Because they go next. Are they going? Yeah. Selja's gonna move up. She's gonna stop by Nav. I think that gives me enough range. I have so many sheets open right now. Not as much as a certain DM, but I do have a lot going on. She's gonna conjure a kind of like a. You remember in The Hobbit when Gandalf just like starts handing out like fiery acorns to throw at people?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she pretty much does that, where she
Okay.
just like takes out this big acorn and she just like wings it at the giant and it just like engulfs in flame.
All right. Go ahead and do it.
Oh baby!
Yeah.
I'm gonna die anyway.
Yeah.
Do it.
Okay, I just need to make sure that I don't know what that's doing.
Oh my gosh.
Cool.
Tell me how you killed him with this fiery acorn.
So she throws it and then it hits him right in the head, but it just kind of bounces off, and then he just kind of like stands there for a second, and then he just falls over.
All right.
And then he's like, "Yeah."
As he kind of falls over, his dead body starts to roll a bit, and as it does, it rolls off the side, landing within the wall. Again, the quake of his body hitting the ground, sending a tremor to the other side of the wall. The ogres now frantic. A few of the goblins starting to turn and run away, recognizing the giants are falling within the wall here. But the rest of them do stay. The ogres stay in place, and there's still one giant left. Next scene. Also, there is a ladder here at the side. If you choose to go down, you can use the ladder, and there's maybe 10 feet of movement right there because of how the walls kind of caved in right now.
So Maxine's going to fly over, and then she's going to just firebolt the ogre closest to her.
Okay. Tin does
really
not
just-
hit, though.
Yeah, she really just can't aim with firebolt today.
She really can't.
That's why she prepared magic missile.
Pretty much. Yeah, so she's going to... that was 40, so she's going to use 20 to go up now. So she's 80 feet up.
All right. All right, so 80 feet up in the air. The guards are starting to get closer to this hill giant. The one's feeling super uncomfortable with the hill giant standing right on top of him, but he's going to go ahead and grab onto his spear and just lunge it at this guy anyways, because why not? Unfortunately, the attack does not hit. The other one is going to slowly back away just a little bit, take his spear, throw it in the direction, and he too is going to miss. And that's super unfortunate for them.
Because it's his turn.
Because it's his turn.
And he has enough room to hit them both.
Yeah. He swipes down at the first one. Oh, God.
Well, see ya, bud.
Yep, you are a pancake now. Goodbye. And without even hesitating, walks up in between everybody, bringing the great sword down a second time at the other guard, and unfortunately for him, misses as the guard jumps back out of the way, seeing the giant coming in his direction, and is able to avoid the attack. Shalvis, you're up. Getting close.
Yes.
Don't hear you if you're talking.
I don't really know what to do with them. Let's see. How far can I get it? 25. Down the ladder would be 10, you said?
Mm-hmm.
35. There. Just gonna dash all the way to out here.
All right, so trying to find the fastest route out of here, Shalvis quickly climbs down the ladder, making his way over towards the hill giant and getting away from the wall here. With that, it's ogre time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, D6. Mm-hmm. Oh, both of them are going to be aimed at Ziling. Okay.
Oh, well.
Super unfortunate. Let's see how they roll for their ammo.
Does a goblin count as deflect arrows?
Nope.
No, she doesn't have that. That'd be awesome if she did, though.
Unfortunate. Oh God, that's super unfortunate.
Oh Jesus. Well,
Oh,
she's
God.
gone.
Okay, let's see if they hit. Oh, that's so bad.
Come on, that one's. Come on, that one's.
She actually doesn't have. Oh my God!
Wow.
I was right about to say her AC is not terrible.
Ouch!
Oh, that's one.
Well,
How's her health pool?
She's
On?
It's
still
low.
alive.
Second one. 12 to
That
hit.
misses.
All right. Oh, holy shit.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna cast Healing Spirit on my turn. Let people roll around in it.
So yeah, she sees these two goblins come flying in her direction, both wearing these spiked helmets. The one to the east drops just beside her. Fortunately, as she's trying to like position herself properly, she's able to step just out of the path of the one to the east. But the one to the south lands perfect, and man, does it hurt. The spike actually impales into like her abdomen, and as it goes through, the goblin, like his body just falls to the ground. And as his body falls and the spike stays impaled into her, it snaps his neck, and she has like this goblin's helmet stuck into her stomach now.
Oh God, that's just even imagining that is just. Yeah.
Okay, and with that, we have 3 more. So this is what we're gonna do.
They all go for Ziling. What? How is this so weird?
Holy shit, 2 of them miss. But unfortunately for Nav, Rip Nav. Hey!
Can't be Rip Nav. I'm standing right next to him.
15 to hit.
No!
Yes. So the one to the far east over here, grabbing the goblin and launching him in Nav's direction. Nav sees it coming and is able to quickly sidestep out of the way of it, completely missing. This one throws here, this one goes here. Both of those are dead. Okay, they're running out of ammo slowly.
Good.
I
this
mean,
one's
I was
dead.
gonna say no, they're not.
Slowly. Yeah, Nav's turn.
Okay, well.
Okay, we're getting there.
He's no
Almost
target
there,
up
almost
here
there.
anymore, so
Almost there.
doesn't want to get on the other side of the wall. Does it seem like the ogres or the goblins or anybody are really pushing towards the wall, or are they content just volleying?
Oh, they're. You can tell this was their entire goal, was to just volley things at or over the wall.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, because the wall's only pushed down 20 feet. You said, right?
Yes, it's only pushed down 20 feet, so that means they would have to climb 40 feet to get up. And then with these harnesses, they're too encumbered to be able to actually climb up, because they just don't have the range of movement they would need to be able to climb up the side of the wall.
So, I'll do it in character. We should probably get off the wall. I don't think they can come up.
With that, Nav nods. Okay. And takes off running. 5, 10, 15. Said 10 to go
10
down.
10 feet down, yep.
So 25, 30, dash. So 30 there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This bugbear's just taking the hell off.
I meant take me with you.
He's just sprinting now.
Like, I need to hit
I'm outta here.
something. All right,
All
he's
right.
beelining it towards the giant.
All right, and what is Grand Cool doing?
Great Gold needs to be productive, so 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Am I in range? What's that say?
105.
Ha-ha! Firebolts.
All right.
I'm not gonna Tides of Chaos. Just for Lucas's sake. All right, Fireball, Nat.
Oh,
God.
I should have tied it. God, 3 tonight. Jesus.
What is it? Oh, what is that? 9?
The
Oh.
lower they are, usually the better.
You stub your toe.
That is not my
Take 10
experience.
damage.
Cool. You get so wrapped up in trying to cast this spell that all of your enemies around you have advantage on any attack rolls against you.
Ooh.
Oh, that's not good.
That's super unfortunate.
I proceed to hide behind Lucas. Yeah, that's my turn.
All
this
right.
is adorable. A god hiding
A
behind
god.
me.
Bonus section hiding.
Keelan, you're up.
20 feet's not enough to take falling damage if you do a check to avoid it, right?
Yeah, you could check to avoid.
All right, yeah, she's gonna do a fancy little flip off the edge there.
Okay.
Hardcore parkour.
Hardcore parkour. I've got advantage on dexterity checks, so here we go.
Yeah, you make
23.
it just fine. Just fine.
So that's 40. So she'll get there and she'll say something like, "Hey, you big dumb giant, I'm over here," and wave to get his attention.
Okay. Is that it?
That's it.
All right. Oren's turn.
I gotta put this blur spell to use.
Orin throws knife at things I've been trying to murder this entire combat.
I'm telling you, he's gonna be the one to kill it. He's out for blood.
Nope.
Uh-oh.
Do I roll
Stabs
for
himself.
him?
Yeah, you can give me a dice roll on that. D100. 31.
Ranged attack fail.
Yeah. 31, huh? So Oren, knowing he's not he doesn't have the most endurance here, feels very terrified of all of this. And as he throws the dagger, the ogre kind of snarls in his direction, kind of intimidates him a bit. He will be at disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Okay.
And with that, Lucas, you're up.
Cool. I don't feel like moving, so I'm just gonna lob some shots at the giant. The 15 hit.
Yes. He couldn't remember his AC.
6.
Okay.
One more. 11.
All right. So the first shot hits, but the second flies a little far south of him. Doesn't actually connect.
I look over to Grand Cool and say, "Hey, you see that one? That was pretty good, wasn't it?"
I've seen better.
I mean, yeah, but
All right. right.
80%
I've
ain't
seen
bad.
better from you today. You hit twice.
All right. Yeah, the scouts are gonna do what the scouts have been doing this entire fight.
And murder everything.
I'm perfectly okay if they want to murder this giant.
Single-handedly killing everything.
I mean, they're doing a pretty good job of it. What is that? 10, 20... Holy crap. 26. Wow.
Remember when we were worried about this being challenging?
I mean, these ogres still have a lot of ammo left.
And as the arrows start to pierce into this giant, you see he's like kind of looking around. Everybody's surrounding him. He's like flailing around a bit. He's kind of scared himself, seeing that the others are no longer with him there. Taking a big chunk of damage, but he is still standing. Zelang?
Sling, ogre, take 5. Or 3.
Or 3.
Are you gonna pull the goblin's helmet out of your stomach?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Yeah. What is her range on that, by the way?
That.
Because that would be a total of 80 feet.
Oh, crap.
We've been doing, yeah.
So I apologize. She should have been making all of these attacks at disadvantage. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
I completely screwed that one up.
Okay, a 21 still hits.
Yeah, I think a 21's still gonna hit, but yeah, I will be a little more alert about that going forward. I apologize.
No, that's okay. I just want to make sure because I hadn't been paying attention to it either, and then I looked and I was like, oh wait, 60-foot wall. That's a good distance down there.
Yep, and you know the funny thing is, I even didn't have Selja just start throwing stuff down specifically because I was out of range. So
all right,
that's my bad. But
It's okay.
she's taking some hits, so she's actually going to. She's not going to stay there anymore.
All right.
So she's going to start moving towards the ladder to get out of here.
All right. And Carsnook's turn. He's just going to rush forward and climb down the ladder. Selja's turn. Almost done.
Selja's also going to go down the ladder.
Okay.
So that's 10 to go down, you said?
Uh-huh.
All right, so she has one more. So she does that, and then she's just going to dash.
All right.
No, I'm not going to have her dash because we got some wounded, so I'm going to cast Healing Spirit at 2nd level. And I'm going to put that Healing Spirit on Nav.
On Nav. Okay.
He appreciates it.
I think that's in range. Yep, he's got it.
Okay. All right. Healing Spirit on Nav, so he can heal up on his
And
turn.
I am the done.
You are the done. All right. Next scene. Next scene.
She's gonna fly her 60 feet and then magic missile giant.
Alrighty.
I do have one more 3rd level, so she's gonna burn it.
Okay.
You absolutely suck. You should have died when that rock hit you.
All right. Anything else?
Yeah, she's gonna stop concentration and just fall to her death. This is the worst. No, I'm finished.
All right. Guards, the ones right beside him, and he's terrified. Yep, that hits. I think. Yep, it hits. Okay. And then the other two throwing theirs from range.
Come on,
one
guys.
of them
This
hits.
thing's about to go.
Don't get squished.
So the second one that threw a spear gets the kill.
Yay!
Okay, I was about because
I didn't get to hit a single giant this fight. I'm not happy about it.
I mean, there's still 5 giants outside the wall, technically.
They are technically giants. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're right. I've got this, guys. You guys just hang back. I need to do something.
So the guard here, hero of the day, takes his spear and launches it and drills it into the back of this hill giant. And as it hits, you watch as his body like stands upward and like his body stiffens, and then he like falls over. And as he does, again, that same quake that was experienced from the other 2 hill giants when they had died, and you start to hear a bit of clamoring on the other side, and the ogre shouting and the goblins shouting, and everybody is terrified, and they're all running as quickly as they can to get the hell out of here, and immediately just turn south and just move right into the forest and quickly get out of here because they're terrified of the people that just took out 3 hill giants.
technically 6, but who's counting?
Yeah.
Yeah, who's counting? And with that, yeah. And with that, we are out of combat.
Oh.
Everybody cheers! Yay!
And everybody stops for a second, taking a deep breath, waiting, just calm, let things settle down, and then you hear more
The
food.
second wave.
More food.
More
Oh, God.
food. No.
Oh god, I was joking.
No, everything settles down. Calm falls over the city. And when we return in 2 weeks, we will discuss exactly what happens.
Wow.
Yay.
I would like to
Hooray.
give our DM a big round of applause because this entire attack could not have been easy to run.
It was not. It was a lot of dice rolls, dude.
You remember the clusterfuck it was when I did it.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
It was a lot of dice rolls, and I knew how I wanted to organize it, and I was trying to split it up so that this fight had 2 stages to it. There was what was happening in the field with the guards and the scouts, and what was happening on the wall and everything south of the wall. And that's how I wanted to stage it, because there was technically supposed to be 4 hill giants here in this fight. I took one of them out and put him with Lob and Og whenever they came up to the Abbey. And then that kind of evened it out, and I felt that that was a good number. And then having the guards here helped because I knew you guys were running low on everything, and I wanted to make sure that you could have a fighting chance to defeat 3 hill giants plus all of the incoming flying goblins that were coming in your direction.
Oh,
So,
I
yeah.
got really terrified all of a sudden. Like they're flying around above it. Oh wait, no, I'm talking about the ones who are getting thrown. Never mind.
So yeah,
Yeah, then we saw the damage on the spiked helmets, and then I resumed being terrified of the flying goblins.
yeah.
Look
that's
weird.
freaking
Oh,
flying
cool.
goblin.
We did it! Yay! Oh wait, never mind. Not yay. All right.
Yes, fly, my pretties, fly.
Justice reigns from above.
All right. So I'm going to go in the stream, and then when I get back, we'll chat a bit, and then we'll call it a night.
Okay,
So yeah, I'll be back.
Oh.
All right, cool. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed it. I tried to make the most of it as much as I could anyways. I know it was a lot of combat, but I followed the module as much as I possibly could. So there's that. We are going to go over and raid Welcome Party. So, Welcome Party RPG. Go over and say hi to Welcome Party. They're fantastic people. I like them very much. Hang out with them for a bit and have a good night. I will see you guys on Saturday. Fate will see you tomorrow. Have a good night, guys. I will see you.